2028 Ghana's presidential throne, Rev Owusu Bempah ababedi nkomo. Na kwan a ofa na President John Dramani Mahama esi back ebe rene 2024 election. Wedi ho enkomo 2028 na nkasa no. Hwan ene ebe rene election no e wo Ghana ha. Rev Owusu Bempah edi nkomo. Ono Rev Owusu Bempah say ba the presidential throne ne dia. Ono ene kire nipa kra
2024.
John Dramani Mahama.
I said that it is now the turn of President John Mahama. It was
so many times.
I met with him so many times. And nobody knew that. And we did what we were expected to do. And indeed, he won the election.
Still, we are my good friend. Your faith can make you or make you. I told myself,
I said that
and I'm the same in
and I had it in my mind. Oh Lord, your servant, I have been faithful to you. I have toiled for your kingdom. Everyone wanted favor before Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar was a great king.
Because Nebuchadnezzar was a great king. Sometimes there are different kings or chiefs. There may be the chief of your village, and there may be the chief of your hometown, and there may be the chief of your family, who may also be the head of your family, and we have the chief of the town,
president,
and we have the paramount chief. Before who do you want to stand? Who do you want to have a link with?
Your faith can make you or make you.
I
told myself,
I said that
connection.
I'll not allow my connectivity to be limited to the chief of my village.
And help.
And I don't need the help of my family head. Although he's my family head, I appreciate the chief of my hometown. But I decided I will go higher.
And I
had it in my mind. Oh Lord, your servant, I have been faithful to you. I have toiled for your kingdom. Stick me close to the higher seat of the land, so that whoever would sit on the higher seat of Ghana, I will have connection and contact with that person.
I told myself,
because of my gifts and my anointing, because I saw that my gifts and anointing, it was a high realm
presidency.
It was the gift of presidency.
And to me go for my village.
So I will not go the level of my village.
Go for my hometown.
Or the level of my hometown. I am going to the highest. Because when I look at my realm and the things I see and the connection I have with God, I know that is my realm. And God heard my prayer. Since I came of age in ministry, every president who has been sworn in, I had a link.
Starting from your papa, Jerry John Rawlings.
From Jerry John Rawlings. I met him and I told him, you will be president. You would win the election. Now I prophesied at Plaza and Orion Cinema. And he asked me, Prophet of God, are you sure? At that time, I was very slim. I was very small in stature. And my cheekbones were very prominent. So if you look at my body, you may despise the word of the Lord in my mouth. So we held the elections.
And he
won the election. I didn't go to him again. My assignment was finished.
And any Reverend Isaac Owusu Bempah chesen koma wodi e President John Dramani Mahama kwan of fast so any share many times such as obi ampo enya we no mo work towards 2024 election.
Finished.
And I'm in President Kufuor Sushia.
Then I met President Kufuor.
And I'm saying, Papa,
and I said to him, now your time to be president is due.
And I say, oh yeah, sure,
and he said, are you sure? I said yes.
Now
if you remember at that time we used to be at Tipa.
One all night,
we all got into buses. And the Lord told me what we should do.
Run about any directions.
The runabouts in Accra. We went there and performed prophetic directions. And after the election,
President Kufuor
won the election. I didn't go to him again. Now this shows that I am not a stomach direction president. I'm doing the work of the Lord. When I prophesy to you and it comes to pass, that is the end.
Now, OH. And I'm say, ya papa Tamils. Obeying election, Mahus and Nana Kufuor will be a pono. Oram will be distracting attention and will be free nechi air papa Tamils and obey Radano.
Now in 2000
more than once. Ampa SC Emma Echo time. Emma ya papa Tamils Owini Ama Kwanin Chenda.
Now I prophesied in 2008 that Professor Ivan Satamils will win the elections of 2008. I saw that the door had been opened by Nana Akufo-Addo, but he got distracted and Ivan Satamils came from behind and entered the door. And I said that the election will cast the ballots more than once. In fact, it was the third ballot in time that decided the election of 2008. And indeed, Professor Ivan Satamils became president. I never visited him, never went to him.
Not even once. Kind of ministry.
Now, this is the Daniel kind of ministry.
So, Daniel kind of ministry.
If you have the Daniel kind of ministry, you stand before kings, presidents. That is how God made Daniel. So you may enslave him.
Everything.
He may lose everything.
But still, president
but the president will still need him.
Still,
the king will still need him. Nebuchadnezzar will still need him. Put your hands together for Jehovah. It is my heart desire that in the years ahead of you, in the new year ahead of us, may God make your life useful. I said, may God make your life useful. And may God elevate you into the place of prominence. Like Daniel, he was a slave. He was enslaved. But he was useful to the king. And without Daniel as part of the king's government, the government will be lacking.
2016.
In 2016, I prophesied and said, Nana Akufo-Addo will win the election. I met with him so many times.
Directions.
And we performed prophetic directions. And indeed, he won the election. As for him, he used to call me many times. So I used to go to him. But I did not put my trust in him.
That is me. 2020, Mrs. Still Nana Akufo-Addo.
In 2020, I said Nana Akufo-Addo will still win the election.
51 point BB,
and I said he will garner about 51 point something %. And it happened.
2024.
In 2024, I said that it is now the turn of President John Mahama. It was
so many times.
I met with him so many times. And nobody knew that. And we did what we were expected to do. And indeed, he won the election.
Still, we are my good friend.
He is still my good friend.
In fact,
and as for him, I visit him. I have a good relationship with him.
So
whether you like it or not,
Daniel or realms.
Daniel was a man who stood in high realms.
Nebuchadnezzar cannot do without Daniel.
Nebuchadnezzar na memu to be in cost said Daniel and count.
So that is all about Reverend Isaac Owusu Bempah. More about Ghana's presidential seat and the presidential throne on a church in Selmo. Dowona TV. Chawadin, a comment section.